Hello and welcome in everyone. Just currently having some stream issues as usual. Not sure what is going on. There we go. That sounds a bit better. Let me actually fix this audio because it sounds a little too loud. There we go. Hopefully that should sound alright. Give me just 1 second. Alright. Welcome in anyone who's watching the VOD or anything like that. This is just going to be kind of like a quick stream. I just wanted to play something today. And I've been fairly addicted to this game. So I'm going to be playing through just some of the career and just messing around. So far I've gotten through a good chunk of this. Let's try doing some of this. This is not to the extent of a F-Zero, but it's a very like simplistic racing game, which is nice. I gotta remember how this damn game even plays right now. I was having the stream issues. I forgot even how to set the or how to play it. Had this game in my inventory for years, and I've just rarely played it. I think my original PC just couldn't handle it, and it kind of just got lost to time in my Steam library until I was looking through them. I was like, oh shit, it's like I don't remember playing this game like at all. And I booted up, and I've had like a great time with it. I do apologize if it is too loud, though. There's a chance it could be. essentially every time I hit a boost, I also get a little bit of health regen as well, which is nice. You actually have to use both sticks with racing in this. So you have your normal... Oh, fuck. You have your normal joystick movement, moves the front of your vehicle, and then your second joystick moves kind of like the back of your vehicle. So if you're trying to do sharp turns, you're going to want to hit both of your joysticks. And then if you're going like up ramps, you're also going to be wanting to hit your joystick backwards, because it brings your front up so you don't take damage. You also kind of get little unique abilities in this game too, that you can upgrade and stuff like that. So what I currently have on is I have a repair kit. So whenever I take damage, I can hold it down and it'll heal me and it'll speed me up a little bit. This will probably just be a fairly chill stream. Unless people are chatting, I probably will just kind of be a little silent. You have a little bit of commentary here and there. Originally, I did plan on streaming a lot longer today, but ended up having work stuff come up where I was like a bit later than I wanted to be. Usually I'm not into these type of racing games. For the most part, I kind of just like exploring the worlds in racing games. So like my favorite aspects of like Need for Speed is just kind of just exploring, just driving around, not even doing the races. So this one actually caught my eye. Because usually I don't care for like these futuristic ones. It's not the aesthetic design, it's just like they're a little too fast for me to keep up with. But I think this game does it in such a good way that I'm like able to actually keep up with the speed. The Nintendo series, the fast racing games, they can be a little rough because they start you off already at like max speed. Where this game has different classes that you slowly ramp up your speed over time, which is really cool. Hey, get first place. Nice.
Congratulations. Gold medal awarded.
There we go. So hopefully my microphone's not too loud. Hopefully the audio is actually coming through. I think I may have fixed my audio issue. Not sure. Hopefully I did, but we'll figure it out. But hopefully I got this all sorted now. Also feels wonderful to play with a controller. I tried doing one of these. This race was kind of a little bit of a skill check for me earlier on.
3, 2, 1, go.
This specific event has no items as well. No items or buffs. I just remembered that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the little icons on the side of the ship tell you your buffs and it tells you your health. I'm about to die here. Unless I hit some of these boosts. I was not careful. I was treating it like I still had my my drone.
Danger.
There you go. I do not think I'm gonna get even third place in this race.
Final lap.
Yeah, I ain't winning this. Oh well. Good attempt. Or it was an attempt. Wasn't really good. It was 7th.
Three, two, one, go.
Ooh, that fucked me.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, that EMP is nasty.
Finish.
Hey, nice.
New record. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded. Three, two, one, go.
Alright. I'm not supposed to hit these. I'm very talented at hitting every single one of these X's, I swear to God. Ooh.
Congratulations. Silver medal awarded.
Ooh, nice. And you can see here, all the stats go up between each class. But now I'm getting into the even faster territory. What's cool as well is I can just go and do upgrades for it too. So I'm gonna buy that first. And then buy some extra grip for it. And I'm also gonna paint it. Got a few different types of livery sets. Unfortunately, you can't fully customize it. Ooh, I do kind of like how that looks. And then you can change like the colors around and everything. Ooh, kind of like how this looks. I really like this like yellow, cool gray, and like tealish look in vehicles. I'm always a fan of that. I also like how that looks. Some really good accented designs in this. You got your basic coloring. These are cool. I could either go in this or this. I may just go this. I like the way that looks. I like giving each one a different color palette to change them up. Even though they're similar colors, it gives them a nice little change up. Way I could differentiate them a bit more. And here's the power-ups. So I get that one, and then usually I've been using the reduced drift one, which I think I'm still going to keep using here. At the moment I still can't do any of these class 2, so I have to look for that little icon above the time attack or speed name. We see there's 2. I need to go down to a 3 if I have any unlocked. I want to try out this new vehicle. Hey, welcome in, Merc.
3,
Good to see you.
1.
Let me know if my audio is too loud at all. Also, I think I figured out what's going on with my OBS. So, as you know, ooh, this is first time I've seen this map. As you know, I have really weird audio issues. I think I figured out what's going on. I think that Windows, oh my god, Windows keeps auto turning on spatial audio. What happens is when I have my headset connected and the second I hit the live button on OBS, I instantly lose all. Holy fuck, this level's tricky. I have the second the live button is pressed, I lose all audio. I hit it on my just regular speakers today, and like all the sound came back. And I was looking through the settings and shit, and it keeps auto-enabling this spatial audio shit. And the second I disabled it, all my audio on my PC came back. Like, you're shitting me. No way. Like, I've been playing Doom and stuff this whole time. This is a very tricky level to keep focused on. Holy hell. Very beautiful looking stage. This is a wild introduction to having a faster vehicle.
Final lap. New record.
Probably. You know how helpful Razor loves being. I ain't getting this this time. Something I've quickly learned too is these maps that have these little like tubes, is it'll auto steer you when you first revive as well, which can be very obnoxious. I do not think I'm getting third place. in this level. Holy shit. This is a funky level. That's death. But yeah, it's just in my Windows settings, it just fucking auto enables, and that shit's so annoying. My ass is not getting third place. Nope. That level can get fucked. But yeah, it did the same thing with this game too, and the second that I turned it off, it fixed. Oh, yippee, I've unlocked a new level, and it's that one. Let me not do those time attack ones. Go back down to... Ooh, Glacier Cup. So I'll swap back to my class 2. Thankfully, that little contract that it just asked me to do is for the exact brand that I already drive.
2, 1, go.
Also got my camera all nice and set up. It didn't take me as long as I was expecting, which is nice. I'm probably going to change my... Ooh, that's fucked. It's one life. Oh, shit. I'm probably gonna change up my camera a little bit more to be more facing this way. But I do like how this kind of looks.
3,
I have way more space here now.
1, go.
That free heal I get in this power up is going to save me a lot for this, especially if you crash, you're just dead. It does kind of trivialize having one life. But you know what, that's probably intentional. They probably intend for you to swap them up between races and stuff.
Final lap. New record.
Hopefully this doesn't mean if you crash once throughout the tournament, you have to restart the whole thing. Nice, there we go. That's race 1 done. There's like 3 races or something like that.
Congratulations. Gold medal awarded. 3, 2, 1, go.
I've really enjoyed this game because it's just such a nice, simplistic, like, pick up and play racing game. There's no stupid story attached to it. There's no expansive things of upgrades you gotta do. Essentially, you can buy one upgrade for a vehicle, and like that's the highest the upgrades go. And they're not even really necessary. They're just nice little incentives to spend your money on.
Positive integrity 50%.
The
Final lap. New record.
the only thing that you can upgrade multiple levels is your power-ups and your passive. So like I have both of my normals fully upgraded, and they're not expensive at all. I kid you not, you can have like your first full one upgraded and kitted out in like the first 4 races. Like it's super easy to upgrade stuff, which I really enjoy.
New record. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded.
Because I feel like I appreciate that racing games try to have a story and stuff, but I feel like racing games don't really need one at all.
Go.
It's cool to have some lore to them. But like, I feel like you don't need to have story in it. I think this level's a little scary because there's a turn that doesn't have a ramp or a guide to it, so you can fall off of it. Ooh, that's fast.
New record.
Even if I get 3rd place here, I'm still bound to get, I believe, 1st. As long as 2nd place hasn't consistently been 2nd place.
Final lap.
If I even make 4th, damn. Ooh, that would have been scary.
Finish.
And we got 4th.
New record.
Oh fuck, you gotta do 3rd place. Oh fuck that.
3, 2, 1, go.
At the least, you're just retrying this level and not the whole cup. Thank God. I'm kind of glad as well they have the big skill check level first with the big ramp.
Positive integrity 50%.
I love the sound design in this game. It makes the ships feel like powerful and like weighty,
New record.
especially when they're like soaring through the air.
Finish.
There we go, there's 1st place.
New record. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded.
interested in checking out Redout 2 at some point. Because if it's as good as this first game, I'll definitely pick it up and play it. This is a sick level. I really enjoy this one so far. I think it's the most we've seen like underwater. See a little bit, but not to this extent. I think it's a really nice contrast.
Best lap. 6 laps to go.
Ooh, shit. I didn't realize there were 6 laps. 8 laps, I guess. I need to check which one this is, but I have to assume it's an elimination. I've been actually doing alright on health. I really need to heal myself. There is damage in this level, to make sure. Hey, Crow, welcome in. Good to see ya. Just playing some Redout. Figured it'd just be a fun little time. Hope you're doing alright. Nothing too much. I got my camera angle set up. I had my camera set up, but I just didn't have like the actual angle itself done on my OBS. So I got that now, so I can do more console games with the camera on. But other than that, nothing else too much. I planned on originally streaming way earlier today, but I ended up getting held back at work. And I came home and I took a bit of a nap. It ended up raining here. We were supposed to get quote unquote like a bad storm. It rained for I believe like 7 minutes, and it wasn't even really that bad. And then just does it. It was kind of funny because it's like we had already like changed up a bunch of stuff in preparation for the rain, and it's just like, damn it. Those are the times you're not prepped for it, is when they'll actually be nasty. Like the blizzard we had here back in February. The plan for blizzard ended up going smoothly, and then the unexpected blizzard shut down half the city. So I see a new comment, I'll read it in just a second. Over here we got somewhere between 12 and 15 inches per year. Damn. Yeah, here we get rain very often. The state next to me doesn't actually get like nasty weather at all. Like you get a little bit of rain, you'll get a little bit of snow. That's kind of the extent of it. It's the most like boring place ever. Where here, it's way more like tropical storms, because we live right on like about half an hour away from like the beach. So we get a lot of tropical storms. Also, I'm gonna change up this camera angle too. I want it to be more faced this way. That way when I do describe stuff, I can do it without having to look at the camera. We get windstorms where the winds will be, oh yeah, we get it as well. It's nasty, and it'll like whip the trees, and it'll like whip the leaves upside down. That's the terrifying thing. When trees have that whipped leaf look, it means potential tornadoes and shit. Think, oh, I ain't a fan of that. It was kind of windy here today. Not bad, but it's enough to be annoying. But yeah, other than that, I had a fairly alright day. Hope you're doing well. I was almost debating on doing some more of the editor tonight, or just playing a game. I was like, you know what, I haven't played a game in a little bit. have Wednesday and Thursday off. So I'll probably be streaming in those days as well. I think Wednesday is when the Mario movie releases. So we're gonna go that day. And end up watching it. We actually go to a movie theater that's about like an hour or two away from where we live, because the one that's local to us just blows shit. It's so bad. It's one of those Regal ones, like the big corporate movie theater, and it's just putrid. It smells like shit in there. The seats are extremely uncomfortable. And it's just way overpriced. I think it's like popcorn's like fucking 26 bucks. So it's like, fuck that. So we're gonna go to a local, well, it used to be local for me. Local movie theater. That place is great. They have leather recliners that can like heat up, and their prices are actually really good. Oh yeah, probably could do Goof Troop. Oh yeah.
Medal awarded.
Yeah, so I'm off Wednesday and Thursday. I could definitely probably slide it. Also, good news. I'm probably gonna be able to do some more of the Turok stream now. Hopefully. I found out why my audio drivers kept crashing and fucking up. So hopefully the fix I did works, so I can play some more Turok. Let's see. The challenge. The theater here has VHS quality. Oh man. The worst movie theater I've ever been to was one up in Pennsylvania. It wasn't even like the main attraction to the little strip mall there. It was just this little casual movie theater. It smelled, the floors were sticky as hell. The projector was actually slanted, so the movie was at an angle, and there was a hole in the screen. Thankfully, like, the tickets were cheap, but like the quality was so bad. But yeah, it's impressive how bad movie theaters just can be. I definitely say yours is probably worse than the one I have here. But like, I think like tickets are like 20 bucks here for Regal or some shit like that. But the local place we go to, it's only like 6 bucks a ticket, which is insane. And then even their snacks, while like obviously theater snacks are going to be more expensive, they're not that expensive. Plus, you know, you just always bring in your own snacks anyway. Yeah, at least the one that's local to me isn't that bad. But like, it's bad enough that we'd rather drive 2 hours away. Ooh. This is the map I think that fucked me up the last time.
Contender eliminated.
Let me read this real quick. Like 25 for a ticket, popcorn, drink. On that count. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, so it's like, it would be like 20 bucks for the ticket, and then like 16 to 25 bucks for the popcorn. And that's not even including if you want like the bucket. But personally, I never got into the trend of movie buckets.
Final lap.
So that would, I also just am not a fan of popcorn, but my spouse is. But, ooh, shit, I'm close to losing here. I think I get a good first place. But I've never gotten into the trend of, like, the popcorn buckets, even for, like, an aesthetic thing. They're just too expensive. That'd probably raise the popcorn up to, like, $40, $50. I'm probably being generous there. It's probably way higher. Oh, that's... Oh. Hey, I got second place. I don't have to do this race again. I do enjoy getting the really large, like the comically large sodas, though. That's something I do get a kick out of.
3, 2, 1, go.
With me, I'm so bad at, like, rationing out my drinks and snacks during a movie as well. I'll just crush the whole thing within, like, the first 5 minutes. It's like, not even the ads stop playing before the movie starts, and I just have everything gone. But in general, I'm also just not the biggest movie goer. Ooh, that was close. Prior to the last, like, year or two, I probably watched, like, 1 to 3 movies a year. And I barely ever watch TV shows. It's not because I, like, don't like them. It just... I don't know. I just can't sit down and just watch one thing, or, like, watch a movie that has to have your, like, full attention for hours. Funny enough, I can do that with, like, a YouTube video, though. I can watch, like, a 7-hour long one, like, light work, no reaction. But movie, I don't know. But I've been trying to get more into movies the last few years. So let me read this comment. Yeah, the 124-ounce Coke. Yeah, you know it. Oh yeah, 100%. I've done a lot to, like, try to fix my attention span and stuff. But even when I was younger, I still didn't really have an interest in watching movies.
Final lap. New record.
But I've done a lot to work on, like, my attention span and stuff like that. I've significantly reduced, like, how much time I spend on social media. Discord, honestly, is, like, the only form of a social media I'm on at this point. Because I used to scroll, like, all kinds of them. It's like, oh, like, this one social media is not interesting, time to scroll the other. And it was just, like, a nasty loop. And it, like, stun locks you. It stun locks you from being productive. So I try to space it out and just keep, I do a lot more, like, quote-unquote boring things to kind of keep myself, like, balanced out.
Congratulations. Silver medal awarded.
Yeah, I just like Discord more because it's like well, slowly starting to get ads, and everything. But, like, there's no ads. You don't have to worry about shitty, recommended post getting sent your way. It's just whatever you or your friends or people that you're in a group with post. And I like that a lot. Doing this streaming and YouTube stuff is part of my detoxing of, like, social media and attention span as well, because this sits me down and does one thing. Because if I was just playing this, I'd have a YouTube video on, like, this monitor, maybe some music playing, and stuff like that. So with this, it's like I'm exclusively tied to just playing and chatting, which I like more. The purpose anymore is to get your notes, yeah. for me as well, I can only stomach being, like, I'm in a lot of Discords, but I don't interact with, like, any of them. I don't even, like, check them. So the most... Oh, it's a survival level. Oh, shit. The most they'll do is, like, lurk and, like, occasionally pop into others. The one I mainly am a part of is Adzi and 3D's server. Because, like, I take care of, like, the moderation and stuff there. Plus a lot of good people I know are there. So, like, that's the one I interact with the most. But even then, I haven't really been posting too much in there. For the most part, I just kind of treat Discord just like a messenger app. Thank God for this healing bot. I am the master at hitting everything I shouldn't be. That sounds good. Hope you have a good dinner. And if I don't see you back, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Ooh, I'm gonna get obliterated on this. Hey, I get silver.
Silver medal awarded.
Oh, that's actually an easy one. Hopefully. Hopefully that's an easy one. On most levels, it's easy not to crash.
3, 2, 1, go.
As long as there's no leap of faith. Also, to be honest, I haven't really been paying attention to what the races are specifically. So I'm not fully sure on what this one is, besides it's 3 laps. I kind of find it fun that way too, to just figure out what it is midway through. That's not really a bad jump. I wouldn't consider that a leap of faith. This is scary though. The little dips in the what's it called? The railing. Ooh, that's a leap of faith. Ooh. Okay, this level is kind of scary. Thankfully, if you fail a contract, it's not like you screwed yourself over, you just don't get the reward. And honestly, you can just easily get the rewards amount of money, like, super quickly as well. It's just enough to give you a little boost. Also, when you're flying as well, when you hit the right stick, it essentially lets you fly your vehicle. So it's always important to be having some sort of control on your right stick. That was very close.
Final lap. New record.
This is a fun level too. I actually kind of like this one. There we go.
Congratulations. Gold medal awarded.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really love this game. I'm so glad I picked it up again.
Contract completed.
I'm glad I saw it and I was like, oh, I don't remember playing this at all. And saw that it barely had any time on it. Ooh, I got a lot of money. Money, money, money. Let me do some upgrades. I think I've already got all the upgrades for this vehicle. Class 3. That's all the upgrades here. Nothing else I can get. Nice and simple. Stick with the class 2. There's a surprisingly large amount of class 2 races. I would have figured they would start ramping it up to 3 by now. How much is class 4's vehicle? 90,000. And I get it at level 22. So I'm getting close to unlocking class 4 and I'm still in class 2. Maybe I'll buy some of these power-ups. Just really like having this repair drone though. It's so useful. Oops, wrong thing. Yeah, I just like having... I like my 2 current power-ups I have. This could be worth upgrading though. Oops. Harden Hall would be a second pick for me. Go with magnetic stabilizer again.
Three,
Insta-gib.
2, 1, go.
What's nice as well is there's a bunch of also quick race settings for you to do as well. Which obviously most, like, if not all racing games, you know, besides Harley Davidson game for some reason, has. And I think you can even earn money from just playing those races too for upgrades. Appreciate the fact that the only thing that's locked off is just the faster vehicles. It's not like in Need for Speed where it's like a fender is locked behind completing like 60 races. It's cool getting upgrades in a big game like a Need for Speed game, but for something like these, I like having the more simplistic upgrade trees. funny as it sounds, racing games like Need for Speed specifically is almost more like an RPG. RPG on wheels.
Final lap.
Do little stat upgrades. You get gear that improves your car. I'm also curious if we're going to see anything new from Need for Speed this year. I've personally not really kept up with them since Ghost. I bought Heat. I didn't really enjoy Heat. I thought it was fine. It just wasn't for me, and that's fine. Just didn't like the night, like the police system. I hate cop cars in racing games. They're cool in some games, like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit is beautiful. I love Hot Pursuit. And I think that's a game that does the police car system, like, beautifully. But I hate the fact that every Need for Speed game has fucking cop cars. Hey, Grim, good to see ya. I enjoy being able to just play a racing game without, like, police up your ass every 5 seconds. And then police chases that end up taking longer than the actual race. But hope you're doing well today. Oh, it's this stinky ass map again. This is a map I'm not a fan of. The little tube just kind of throws me off. That's something I gotta get adjusted to. Ooh, that EMP's nasty. Ooh. That EMP essentially will slow your vehicle down to a crawl. And I've not actually used it myself, but I believe you can just activate it at any time. I don't have the timing down to use something like that. But the opponents really love using it. Yeah, I love the fact that, like, there's simple power-ups. It's not like a blue shell or like just a rocket launcher. Though it would be kind of cool to see a mode in this that did have like rockets and machine guns, but I'm glad it's not in the main game itself. There's another game that I really love that's just a very simplistic arcade racer, and it is called Hot Shot Racing. Funny enough, it's become one of my favorite racing games to play. It's very simple, the engine is really nice, the vehicles are very weighty, like very hefty, and it just feels like amazing. It feels like an old like N64 arcade racer on modern platforms. Unfortunately, the Steam version has some really nasty VSync issues, even if VSync is turned on. There's a ton of screen tearing. Oh, I'm getting a second for that. I missed that. Oh shit, 6 races, or 6 laps. But I very much like these arcade games. Funny enough, that game actually has a good amount of customization, but you never customize the vehicle stats themselves. You just customize the design of them, which I think is cool. saw that comment just pop up. I'll read it in just a second. I quickly found out this is not a game I can look at chat at the same time. It's almost like texting and driving. If I hit that speed boost, I may be able to catch up. I don't think so. No, he's ahead of me. Maybe I can get lucky. Okay, let me pause this. I still think Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2 and Most Wanted from PS2 or Peak Racing. Oh yeah, agreed. I really, really love Underground 2. If you want to know a little fun fact, if you ever replay Underground 2, the game is actually as hard as you upgrade it. So if you never upgrade your engine, all the vehicles around you will always stay at the same engine level. So the more you upgrade, technically, the more the enemies around you, or the opponents, not enemies, the opponents around you upgrade. So if you're ever struggling in a race, just unequip your engine and all the vehicles around you will instantly get slower. I don't know if they did that intentionally or if that's just like an oversight or what, but it can definitely help you out in a pinch if you're ever struggling in one of the races. Big thing why I love Underground 2 as well is there's no police chase mechanic whatsoever. One game that had a really terrible police mechanic was Undercover. That game was rough. The PS2 version of Undercover is straight up just like an unfinished game. Like, holy shit. That game is such a buggy mess, it is unreal. Ooh, hit me with an EMP. Oh, fuck.
Congratulations. Silver medal awarded.
Considering after a point I was just driving the city, I'd never... Yeah, same. I got around like 52% into the game, I believe, before I just stopped caring about the actual races and I just started driving around the city. I'd gotten pretty much all the upgrades, all the vehicles at that point, and there's one obnoxious... What's it say? There we go. There was an obnoxious mission where you had to drive from one side of the map to the other for like a photo shoot or something like that. And I think you're given like 20 minutes. And it was just so obnoxious. And I could never reach it in time. And I was like, you know what? I think I've played enough of the story. I think I'm just going to drive around now and do like some of the repeat missions. It was so obnoxious too with Underground 2 because there was no like restart objective in those magazine ones. And there was no like fast travel back to the previous location. So if you got all the way there and you ran out of time, you gotta drive your ass all the way back. At least to my memory. And I was like, you know what, I don't think I need to take this magazine photo that badly. I ended up watching through the whole rest of like the story. And the final boss is like laughably easy. He's also affected by your upgrades too, so if you just have none, he's slow as shit too. I don't think the same thing works in Underground 1. I believe it's Underground 2 specifically. I nearly 100%ed Most Wanted, and I think I almost 100%ed Undercover. Undercover on the PS2 looked like a Grand Theft Auto game almost, like a PS2 Grand Theft Auto. It's very, very stylized, and it's wild how different Undercover on PS2 versus PS3 is. They're essentially two whole separate games. PS2 Most Wanted felt dangerous to drive around because of cops. Oh yeah, I think Most Wanted was probably one of the better uses of having the police system. I didn't enjoy running into them, but I felt like with your slowdown ability and stuff, I felt like it was one of the better games for it. I still think Hot Pursuit remake, or whatever it's called, like the new Hot Pursuit that came out in like 2012 or some shit. I don't remember exactly what year it came out. I think that one's still one of the best police systems. Because it was fun, because like you have gear that you get, and they have gear they get, and then you can play as the cops as well. I believe Undercover also allowed you to play as the cops too. But I don't recall there being like, ooh, fourth, fuck. I don't recall there being upgrades for that. I thought Need for Speed Ghost, it's just called Need for Speed 2016, but the license plate on all the vehicles say Ghost. I thought that one was a very solid Need for Speed game. I would treat that as Underground 3. It has the upgrade trees and systems of Underground. It's always set at night, and it's live action. And I think it's fairly solid. I think it's actually a pretty cool game. I hate completing missions in Need for Speed games. I got as far as unlocking like most of the vehicles, and then I just spent all my extra time like painting them and customizing them. That's what I like in Need for Speed. The really obnoxious thing is in Ghost is it's online only. And not only that, there's also a cop system. I used to be an absolute little bastard when I played that game. What I would do is I would tail some cops, I'd get them on my ass, and what happens is if you're playing online, if you start a race, you are locked in a one spot, but people can still crash into you. So like if you're driving and then suddenly there's a whole line of cars in the road, you're kind of just fucked. You're just gonna crash right into them. But if a cop car hit them while you had them pursuing you, they would automatically lock on to the players who are still loading in and prepping for the race. So because they're stuck and they can't move, the cops would auto-detain them. The race wouldn't even get to start, and they were just automatically, like, failed. That was the most fun I had in that game after a bit. Where PS game had the cops. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit, I think, is probably one of my favorite Need for Speed games. A lot of people didn't like it, though. They felt the movement and the camera was really wonky. They didn't like how grounded the turning and stuff was. But personally, I really like it. And then you got, like, Need for Speed The Run. It's a cool concept. Fun fact, it's not actually an engine made for racing games. That's why it's so weird. I can't remember exactly what engine it's riffing off of, but I think it's for like first-person shooters or some shit. So it was just very clunky. It wasn't meant for it at all.
Finish.
Oh my god, third place. I thought I was doing better than that. Holy shit. At least third place.
Bronze medal awarded.
My objective was to get any medal. Still only class 2. This is a boss level.
Three, two, one, go.
Not sure what really entails as it being a boss besides the AI being a lot harder. Faster, I should say. A game I played a bit of but didn't finish was Need for Speed Carbon. It was pretty interesting. I thought it looks really good. Very impressive looking PS2 game. And also the fact it's on next-gen consoles too, but it's significantly more expensive to get on next-gen consoles. That EMP is very obnoxious. Holy shit. But Need for Speed Carbon, I just ended up not beating. I thought there was just a little bit too much going on with it. At the time, I didn't really grasp the the tag team mechanics and stuff. And then once I learned, if you just get the racers that just drive into first place, that's pretty much all you need to just win every race that has tag team in it. It's like, oh yeah, you could have somebody that goes behind first place and slows them down briefly, or you could just have them drive fast and go into first place. They're like, alright, I'm just gonna fucking do that. Make sure I don't run into that other segment again. There we go. I'm pulling my ship too high. I'm so excited though that I have my HDMI splitter now, so I can actually play like PS3 games and stuff without having to mess with the HD PC stuff all the time. Because those Star Wars The Clone Wars streams were kind of miserable to get started, because I had to go in, I had to plug in another monitor to disable the HD PC because it auto-enables every time the console resets. And then I would have to plug it back into my PC and monitor through the capture card. In the grand scheme as well, if I had thought about it, I could have just connected it through my PS Vita and used my PS Vita as a screen. But I also forget that I have that little thing because it just collects dust. I'm surprised I lived that.
New record.
Completely fine getting second place on this. A medal is a medal. That third place racer though, they're a little diabolical with the random EMP out of nowhere, so I'm hoping that doesn't hit me again. They're very talented with that thing. Ooh, that was close. Can't even imagine how far that first place racer is. One big change I'm glad that the Need for Speed games did after Underground 1 was giving you a rechargeable nitro. Nitro in 1 felt like such an underutilized mechanic. You only got one tank and that was it. And for like the first 2 upgrades of it, it's just useless. It just, your car's just ripping ass instead of actually like really doing anything impactful. I think having it slowly recharge and then being able to gain more extra by doing more dangerous things like ongoing or slipstreams and stuff like that is the way to go when it comes to nitro. Also funny that it was such an impactful mechanic from Underground 1 that it essentially changed racing games as a whole. I think it's a very welcome addition. Being able to get like a little speed boost. It's like having like an ability or like a grenade in a first person. Fuck! Ooh! First person shooter. Ooh! That was close. It's like having a grenade in a first-person shooter. It's just like, it's not your main mechanic, but it's a nice thing to throw off the balance of a match. This is just a classic race. God. This... Oh, it's a class 3. Oh, shit. Finally going into class 3. This class 3, this gives me a significant boost from the previous. So here's, oh, it's class 2. What? Did I misread that? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm reading the class 3 up here. Never mind. I was like, damn, finally class 3. Nope. Nope.
3, 2,
That was my misunderstanding.
1, go.
I was hoping that they would sprinkle some class 1 or like other race classes in between the campaign. So it'd be like, let's say you're doing a few of 2 and then it goes to 1 and there's like a few more of 2 and it goes to 3 or something. To kind of utilize having the different vehicles. Like, it makes it important to have the other vehicles upgraded and like decked out and stuff.
New record. Final lap. New record.
It is amazing. I've put over an hour into this already and it just doesn't feel like it. It's just such a fun game. The most for this session as well. I'll probably play. Oh fuck! I got 4th.
New
I'll probably play for another hour. Play until my spouse gets off work, and then I may be back on once they go to bed and stuff.
3, 2,
But I want to spend some time with them.
go.
We got some guests coming over tomorrow. Now I'd like to spend some time with them and then take care of some of the house a bit. So excited. I may even do like a test stream later on just to see if Doom works, because if Doom works, that's gonna open up so much for me, because I've been wanting to stream Doom and mods for Doom for so long. I wasn't able to just because the audio issues. Wonder if this race may benefit from me swapping my upgrade or my ability. I'm not really taking enough damage to utilize the healing mechanic. A big one-time boost may be something useful for me. Oh, I got 3rd place. I'm fine with that.
New record. Congratulations. Bronze medal awarded.
So I got ship class 4. I'm still going with 2. There's still a few more. Like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Like 6 left. DLC tracks. Let me buy this vehicle. There we go. These are the cool looking ships too. I want to look through them again. So, preferably, I'd like to see the actual vehicles. Here we go. I like that they're rips of other popular racing games too. So like these are clearly like the Wipeout or like the standard like sci-fi racer vehicles. Then you got more of like the fast racing ships. And then you got like the pod racing. I don't fully know what these specifically are based off of. I wouldn't be surprised if they're more tailored just for this game. Could be another racing game as well. And you got the DLC vehicles as well, which I don't have yet. Definitely love to go back and play through the DLC at some point. Ooh, there's 4 for this. Kind of like that so far. That or this. A lot of good ones. This is realistically what I'm going to be seeing 99% of the time. I'm gonna do that one. Let me give it some upgrades if I can. I've got 83,000. Oh yeah, I can easily get these. We'll do that one. Thankfully, I got like six more tracks to do.
3, 2, 1, go!
That EMP's nasty. Thankfully, I got a little boost there.
Final lap. New record.
Merc the lunch breaker. I too am a fan of breaking the lunch. Hope your day's going well so far. I got that shelf set up last night, and I was like, oh yeah, it's probably like 1 a.m. And I sat back down at my pooter, and I went, oh fuck, it's almost 5. Oh, he fucking stole it from me last second. Damn him. I was like, oh fuck, I was like, I gotta go to bed, I got work.
Medal awarded.
Oh, that sucks. At least it's something that's not directly your fault. That's like the best feeling though. It's like, yeah, it blows, but it's just like, it's something that isn't directly on you. Hopefully it gets better. My day was relatively fine. The worst thing about it was just my sciatic nerve was hurting me a lot at work. So normal actions like walking and bending over were extremely painful. But thankfully work wasn't like, there wasn't a lot going on. I didn't have any trucks or anything like that to deal with. So, it was relatively fine. Let's see. Plus I got 4 tickets. Ooh, good shit. We got 2 tickets. So we're gonna be seeing that. Yeah, I guess we'll be seeing that on Wednesday. Should probably see. I don't think my friends are getting at the same time. I didn't even think of asking them yet, because I know how busy the theaters can be. But I may see if they're doing anything afterwards. My one friend works on Wednesdays, so normally I know if he's at a Wednesday, he's usually not available. But I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if he would be willing to like call out or something, or if he already has for the Mario movie. Ooh, nice. We got it for 12:30 p.m., I think. And then we got to do like nearly a 2-hour drive there, so we'll be going early morning. But we figured this way, like the kids and stuff will be in like school, hopefully. So it won't be like
Silver medal awarded.
too like overwhelming with like a whole group of people. Oh yeah, you know it, the longest drive. Oh, that's fair. Thankfully the place we're going has it like all day. Unfortunately, they didn't start the movie doesn't come out on a Tuesday. Um
3, 2,
that
1.
place that we go is actually 50% off if you go on Tuesdays. Ooh, this is a fast level. Yeah, this. So I don't know if you were here earlier for it, but we have what's called Regal, which is like the big corporate movie theaters. And they blow dick. They're terrible. And it's like over $20 a ticket and over $20 for a thing of popcorn. And if you get the bucket, you're looking at probably like $50 to $70 for fucking popcorn. And the drinks are stupidly expensive too, like 12 bucks for a normal sized drink. Shit like that. It's so overpriced. And to top it off, those theaters fucking suck. The chairs are uncomfortable. It's like that really uncomfortable fabric texture. It stinks. The place smells. They don't clean anything up. And it's always crowded, so it's always just miserable. Oh yeah, and they don't have actual AC in the place, because why would they? Yeah, public transport seats. Yep. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, 45 would be around the 61 Australian. But it's just terrible. It's miserable. There's nothing fun about those theaters. Like, you itch sitting in them. It's so hot and humid in there. It stinks. It smells like shoes and feet.
Final lap.
And to be honest, I don't like how loud the theaters are. They're just unbelievably loud. I'm fucking sick of this EMP. I tell you what, little dickhead's gonna get it one of these days. But we'd rather drive out to one of my old local theaters because they're a more small business theater. And they, like, the tickets are actually decently priced. They're like 10 bucks, 10 to 15 bucks depending. They have actual like leather recliners in there, and it's really nice. I'm sick of that damn EMP. Fuck off with that. And their popcorn and their snacks, while they're still pricey for like general food, they're really cheap for movie theaters. The beanbag. I've heard the beanbag cinemas. We don't have one near us, but we do have one. I've heard a lot of fun things about those. Fuck this race, I'm skipping it. Hey, and I got a contract for it. Why did I lose my power-ups? Breaks the contract. Let me do something easy. Let me go back to, like, the easiest level. And just get this contract out of the way. Contract failed. What the fuck? Didn't even tell me. Didn't give me a warning or anything. He just said, no, get fucked. Alright. Well, I don't got that contract anymore. Oh, shit. Pre-order snacks halfway through. Damn. The one here, you gotta go out and get your snacks still. But, like, they're fairly priced. Everyone ends up just bringing their own snacks in anyway. The most people will do is buy popcorn or buy drinks. I'm sick of being stuck in tier 2. I'm going to tier 3 or tier 4. Huh. You watch Ted of all movies. Yeah, 30 you're kind of looking at like a normal ticket here almost.
3, 2,
For like just a
1.
shitty theater at that. The worst movie theater I've ever been to was the one up in Pennsylvania. It had like really terrible video quality. The what's it called?
New record.
The projector itself was slanted, so the actual screen was at an angle, like a slight angle. There was a few holes in the what's it called? In the actual screen, and the chairs were putrid. The one plus side is I think the tickets were like $3 to $6 a person. And we watched the fucking Three Stooges movie, of all things. But the best one I've ever been to is the one that I currently go to. That one's just fantastic. The recliners also have like heating as well and stuff like that. And it's not a big theater either, so it's not like you're walking a long way to go anywhere.
Congratulations, bronze medal awarded.
Yeah, I don't fully remember if that theater does stuff like that. I think they do. I think they were doing like Studio Ghibli and stuff, but the Regal one here doesn't. We actually have an indie theater a little farther up in the next town that all they show is indie films or like nothing that's like mainstream. Actually, this month in March, I think it's March 19th, I can't remember. It's whatever the day that The Room released. They have an entire event for people to show up with The Room, and they supply like spoons, and you throw spoons directly at the the theater screen the whole time. They're wild, yeah. Hey, welcome, Demon. Yeah, I love the hand cam. I could be so much more expressive chatting with it. Let's see. 14 laps. Oh, funny enough, this event's called Ghibli. Huh.
3, 2, 1, go.
But yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing how the movie ends up playing out tomorrow. I think it's gonna be fine. I won't go into any details of the stuff we know, but I think it'll definitely be decent. Yeah, kind of. It's a more grounded F-Zero. So you don't have to worry about doing a bunch of like what's it called, strafing and stuff like that. But it's definitely like a really fast-paced racer. What's really cool about it is there's different tiers to your vehicles. So you start off with like a more standardized, slower vehicle, and you slowly get faster and faster ones as you go. So you're not just thrown into like max speed difficulty instantly. You're actually able to kind of like grow and understand the controls better first. I had this game in my Steam library for years and I just didn't touch it. And I was like, oh, I wonder why I never played this. And I believe it's because I just didn't have like a strong PC at the time. But I really enjoyed this game so far. You can still control your drifts and stuff with the second joystick. So like when you're going up ramps and stuff, you gotta bring your hull back so you don't hit the front of your ship. And you can do harder turns with the second joystick. But like that's the extent that this goes. Also, I'll read the comments again, and here we go. Yeah, kind of. It does very much have that Wipeout kind of energy to it. There's some DLC in the game too I want to check out at some point when they go on sale. And then I'll probably pick up the second game too at some point. I think this game supports VR as well, if I'm not mistaken. This would definitely be a fun VR game. Oh yeah. Dude, the Wipeout game on PSVR is wild. If you're prone to getting motion sick, that's definitely a game that's gonna give it to you. Oh, for sure. They're wonderful. There's a few VR games I really love. Unfortunately, I don't have a VR for my PC. That would be something I'd definitely love to get one day. Oh my god, I bounced off his ship. I think there's a game called Compound I really enjoyed.
9 laps to go.
Resident Evil 7 was a very fun VR experience, but it's very limited because you're tied to using a controller. It essentially just has it's essentially just mouse look with your head. For what it's worth, I think it's fun, but I think racing games also really benefit in VR. Oh my god, this is a big race. 14 laps. Jesus, hell. I'm gonna read these. Thank you. I didn't even get to see it. Grab secondhand Quest 2. Yeah, I've heard the Quest 2s are like great. Appreciate you for that, Merc. Oh, for sure. The Quest 2 was always the one I was the most interested in getting, funny enough. Because I have, a lot of my friends all have VR systems, and I've seen how much of a pain in the ass it is to set up the Steam VR. You gotta have like the multiple cameras and like just a whole empty room and shit like that. And then I've seen like the Quest 2 and 3. And I've gotten to use them, I'm like, oh my god, these are so much better. I can't remember, is it the Quest 2 that has cameras outside the headset so you can actually like see around you? Jesus Christ, it's a big race. Yeah, which one is it that Steam has? Is it the Vive? I remember the one my friend got was like genuinely impressive. The PSVR is surprisingly alright. It is good for its time. Very short time. But it definitely had its quirks. It was cool that it supported glasses. I really like that. Because a lot of the VR systems at the time just did, if you wore glasses, you were kind of just fucked. Whereas, oh shit. Whereas the PSVR was like, I am not going to win this event. Oh my god. 9th place. The PSVR allowed it. They had enough space in the headset itself, which made it nice. But the resolution on that thing and the dog shit little butt plug controllers they had, they were just terrible. I don't know why they decided the shitty Wii motes that the PS3 had that has no joystick was optimal for VR. I just don't get it. Let's see, I think Ares has Quest 3 with slime trackers. Interesting. Multi-purpose controllers. Jesus Christ. I like that one. They were fine controllers when you could see them. But the problem with them was just the fact that they're like, the buttons aren't like this. They're not diagonal, or they're not like diamond shaped. It's like square, X, and then over here is like triangle and circle. So it's like squared off, and they're far in between. So if you're not used to the controller, it makes it so hard to kind of figure out what button is which, especially when you can't like just pull off the headset to look at it. I still have my little PSVR to this day. I've not used it in like years. But it's definitely a little thing I underutilized. Hey, welcome back, Crow. Talk shit on that, but say nothing about the GameCube. Oh yeah, I also am not, those GameCube buttons fuck me up. But that little butt plug of a controller is like the only downside I'd really say. I'm completely fine with how the resolution is on it. I'm fine with the tracking. I actually think the tracking for the PSVR is actually fairly competent. Don't even get me started on how amazing all of the cords are for that thing. I still use the cords exclusively. My HDMI cable is the PSVR cord. My charging cable is the PSVR cord. It's just an amazing little thing. And also you can hook it up to the Switch. Doesn't really work that well, but you can hook it up to it. I did play Breath of the Wild with the PSVR. And that was certainly a time. Back to Merc Alert. Yeah, I ain't winning this race at all. Jesus Christ. I haven't even seen another racer since like lap 1. But I do wish they had a concept. They had a concepted PlayStation Move controller. They had 2. Oh fuck. Alright, cool. I didn't even get to finish it. Damn. They had a concepted PSVR PlayStation Move controller at one point. And it was supposed to have a joystick. And it was supposed to be a part of the V3 line, which was going to be, I believe, included with the upgraded PSVR before the PSVR 2 came out. Because they have the V1 and the V2 for the first line. But they never did, and I'm like, why? Why did you not do that? Give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna refill my drink, and I'm gonna actually pull out those little controllers because I wanna talk about them some more. Because I actually have them right next to me, but I want to grab a drink. I've been going, what, 2 hours without having my drink. Oh my God. That should have plugged in stream. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Still a record time with that sandwich. I didn't find my actual normal controller for it, but I did find a PSVR controller that I did really like. Here we go. I don't know how well this will appear, but I don't know if you ever had this one. Not hard to show it off in here. Big ass controller. Here we go. This controller was really cool. One, it has a joystick, so it's already infinitely cooler than the other Move controllers. It's got a second joystick just to show off. It's got its buttons here, and it's like an easy to actually access range. So it's like the buttons here are nice. You've got 2 triggers up here, which are wonderful. The trigger here, which is really good. You got your home button. The only thing I think is a little funky is probably like the buttons up here. They're a little out of the way. I ended up buying this one brand new at the time. I got so much use out of this controller. But unfortunately, a lot of PSVR games didn't fully support it, which was a little sad. But yeah, I think this controller is one of my favorite controllers ever. For like a console specific. Oh yeah, there's a game I used to play that came with this. I can't remember specifically what the game was. But it was kind of like Rainbow Six Siege, but VR. And it was okay. I actually have some clips on my YouTube. Firewall, that's it. That's the game, thank you. Firewall was kind of cool, but the problem was there wasn't many people playing it. But I think I ended up getting like pretty much prestiged in that game, if I recall. I also enjoyed playing the Gun Club VR. That was a fun time. Yeah, especially not now. At the time, it was like you were lucky to get a full lobby, even when that game was like first like out. I think my favorite VR game on the PSVR still has to be probably Resident Evil 7 and the what's it called? Resident Evil 7 and probably the Gran Turismo Sport. I was so excited to play oh my god, 10 laps. I was so excited to play through Killing Floor Incursion
3, 2,
on the PSVR until I quickly realized that I wouldn't be able to comfortably do it because the controllers don't have joysticks.
Integrity 50%. Hull integrity 30%.
I instantly regret removing the repair upgrade from my ship.
Warning, hull breach.
Yeah, that's not really a good upgrade. I don't like that one. After I already done took a sip. Also, I'm curious. Let's see what the banana roulette gets. I don't know why Chunky Kong just kind of choked there. Alright. Well, at least the game's audio is coming through fine. I don't know what the fuck is going on with OBS. I don't know why I get so many exclusively weird issues. I don't know if the full audio came through for that or like just the last second. Last second, yeah, that checks out. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. I just like my repair drone. The repair drone just seems so much more useful. Oh shit, I should actually probably put some upgrades into my overload. There we go. It probably wasn't a smart idea to take the repair off of one of the longest races in the game.
1, go.
At least I got the audio working now. So, I have to figure out why it just keeps doing that. Oh, that was a crash. So I'll probably wrap up the stream in about like 10 to 20 minutes as well. I may be back later on tonight, not fully guaranteed, but if I got nothing else going on, I'll probably do like another stream of something. Could be more editor, could be in something entirely different. This game will definitely probably not be like a series or anything. This is probably just gonna be like a one-off. That, or if I'm ever just like casually playing and I'm like, oh, I'd be down to like chat some more and stuff. So this won't be like a six-parter like the Ratchet series. Oh, I looked the other way. Very much could try to do Torok or Goof Troop or something like that. Like Goof Troop's guaranteed that I can get it to work.
6 laps to go. Hull integrity 50%.
I'm just so happy I can possibly get Doom streamed now. Made a whole overlay and everything for Doom. Like, I planned on having Doom being one of my big reoccurring streamed games, to then my PC just not allowing me to play it, or stream it, I should say. Like, come on. You gotta go, just want to check back in, have a nice rest of your stream. Oh, appreciate you. Also, if I end up doing the requested games, by the way, and you're not around, I will have the VODs available as well, if you're interested. But I'll try to get it, I'll try to do them at, like, your time. If I was to stream later, it'd probably be like another, like, I don't know, 3 hours from now. But I definitely want to do it around the time that you're around.
3 laps to go.
And then if I end up being interested in Turok more, I could do, like, more streams of it too. So I had fun when I was playing. I think I had that silly GoldenEye mod on too, and then just suddenly lost all sound. It's like, well, and the speed difference between the Class 2 and the Class 4 is wild. You zoom so much faster in those. I've always liked using like a really fast vehicle or something in these racing games, and then going back to the slower vehicles. It almost like makes you be able to handle them better. I do got most of the GoldenEye map done at this point.
Finish.
Oh shit, third place. I'll take that.
Congratulations. Bronze medal award.
I've got most of the map done at this point. I just need to go in and give some extra touches. That stream yesterday just got a huge chunk of that level finished up, which is really nice. Give me 1 second, I just need to check something. There we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Just making sure that our plans for dinner were still the same. Because it's a little too late for us to go out anywhere, so I wanted to make something. But I wanted to make sure that we still wanted the pasta that I was going to make. The blackened chicken Alfredo. It's so good. It's wonderful. One of my favorite pastas. But I'm also very big into, like, pasta. Curious of how much of a speed boost I actually get from repairing. It takes some damage.
Final lap.
A little tiny bit. It's not enough like a big speed boost itself. But I did see the number jump up about like 20 at a time.
Danger.
Ooh, that's a lot of health. Yeah, that's actually kind of decent. It's less of a speed boost and more of just boosting your acceleration up, it seems.
Finish.
Nice. Good shit.
Congratulations. Gold medal awarded.
I don't know if you get anything for increasing any farther in your levels. Because class 4 is the highest I believe you go. What do I got now? Oh, my first class 3 now. Unless there's any of these I specifically missed. The arena race, I didn't enjoy that one. I'm fine with skipping that. The ones I've really missed at this point is just the DLC levels. Well, I guess there's Coastline Pure. Yeah, let me try Coastline Pure. Coastline Pure was a very big skill gap between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Let me see if I can actually do it now. Interesting that one of these maps is placed so early on. Holy shit, it was kicking my ass. But as this stream kind of does start wrapping up, I do appreciate everyone who is tuned in, everyone who chatted today, anyone who just lurks. Always welcome. Oh right, this has no upgrades. Oh fuck. Can't use any of your abilities. Forgot about that. That's why this level's so hard. But yeah, as always, I always appreciate everyone who does tune in, even if it's just for like a few minutes. I appreciate seeing the new faces today as well, like Demon. I'm gonna sit and think about that comment earlier. The multi-use controller. Fuck Christ.
Final lap. Danger.
Yeah, this level, off with the no upgrades. Also not particularly great at racing games, so this can absolutely be done better. Fuck. I am winning this. I believe this is like the first Class 2 race as well. Do you want me to keep going? Normally it just auto stops. What the hell?
Finish.
This is the first Class 2 race, I believe. Like, Like, that's brutal. That's such a brutal jump. So, that one gets skipped. I do appreciate the fact I can just go and choose which ones I want to do as well, and just skip them. There is no requirement for having them all done. Just race 3 laps. I was not a fan of that level. Stay above target speed. I'm gonna do one more race. Let's do a class 3. Let's see how this goes.
3, 2, 1, go.
You can already see the speed increase between the classes. Holy shit. Whew.
New record.
Damn, this is such a cool game. I love this. I'm so glad I picked it out of my Steam library and gave it another chance. Or gave it a chance, I guess. I used to buy some games on Steam, especially when they were on sale. That just my old PC at the time, and like, I went through the map. At the time I bought this, would have been my old Lenovo laptop, and that thing would not have been able to run this. So I definitely had just bought it to save. And I probably got it like on like a massive discount. Sometimes I'll return games if it just does not run whatsoever. But if it's on like a really big discount, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just keep it. I am not winning this race. These jungle races in specific seem to be ones I just do not keep up with. It is cool, though, I will say, that even if you're losing and stuff, if you're doing really well, like you're getting high scores and stuff, it does reward you and it tells you, like, hey, look, you got a new record here and stuff. I do like that. Because while I'm in last place, I still don't feel like I'm, like, completely failing. I like that it just keeps giving me contracts for the same vehicle I already have. It's supposed to be giving you different ones, but it just hasn't. Oh, there's only 4 players online. Makes sense. This is a pretty old game at this point. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this stream. I appreciate, as I've said before, everyone who tuned in, everyone who is just lurking, watching VODs. As always, it makes streaming so much more worth it. So, I appreciate you all, and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.